Here is a tutorial on how to complete assignment number 2, Final Exam Study Playlist Database for your Database 1 module. Go ahead and log on to your Google Classroom, and we're just going to scroll down to our Databases 1 module. Click on Assignment 2, and let's take a look at the assignment. So for this assignment, we are going to be using Access to create a database of songs that have already been provided for us. So we are going to be setting up the table with each field, the type of data for that field, and running a few different basic tools in our database, being setting up a form, running a query, as well as running various reports. So let's go ahead and get started with setting up our database. First, we're going to go to our drive with our name on it. Everything for this assignment will be saved in your Database 1 folder. And we are going to right-click, go New, and we are going to select Microsoft Access Database. This assignment will be titled Assignment Number 2, Final Exam Playlist Database. Go ahead and press Enter, and let's double-click left on our database. Once we have that open, we're going to select Enable Content, and we're going to go ahead and get started with creating our table of data. So we're going to go up to Create, and we are going to go to Table Design. Once we're in Table Design, this is the back end of our database that allows us to set up each field and the data type that's going to be recorded in that field. So let's go back to our assignment and take a look at our fields. In order to limit any human error of typing in various information and data, we're just going to go ahead and download this so we can copy and paste. So I'm going to go up to my More Actions here, open in a new window. Once it's open, we can then select the download icon. It will pop up on the bottom left-hand side. And once we have that selected, we can then go enable editing so that we can copy and paste our information. So first we're going to use this table 1. So the first title, or the first field, is title. So I'm just going to go ahead and right click, copy, paste, and the data type I'll be using for this field is short text. So I'm going to go ahead and input all my different titles into my database, and after I will select the appropriate data type for each title. I'm just going to go ahead and work in 2 screens here, so it's easiest for us to have a side-by-side comparison. So here I'm recreating right now table 1. So title is under short text, artist is short text, album is short text, year needs to be switched to number. So I'm going to select my data type and click on the drop-down menu and select number. Length needs to be changed to date and time, And the last one we have is short text, which is also genre, which we're going to be using for creating our form. So we're going to actually come back to this and leave it as short text. Now we can go ahead and we are going to switch our views. So now that I have this set up on the back end, we're going to go to View and we're going to go to Data Sheet View. You want to save the table now, and yes, we are going to save this as Table 1. And click OK. Once again, we can select yes. And now we are in Data Sheet View. So we have what's an ID number. This you don't have to touch. It's going to be assigned with every record. Where we are going to be inputting and copying, pasting our data into is the following fields of title, artist, album, year, length, and genre. So let's go ahead and do the first record together. So the title of the first song is I'm Still Standing. Artist is Elton John. The album is Ice of Fire. Year is 1985. And the reason we want to copy and paste is so there's no typos when you're writing, because everything is case sensitive and we don't want to input the wrong data. So notice here how it says do not input the information for the field for genre. We're going to come back to this when we create our form. So right now what I should see is this. One of the things we're going to do right away is just make sure you can spread out each of your fields and columns just so you have a better view of everything. So if you'll notice that under length, it is giving us this right now, and we have the AM sign. So in order to get rid of that AM sign, we're going to click on length and go up to fields. For data type, we have it selected as dated time, which is correct, but we want to go to format. We're going to click the format menu and go to short time. Once I have that selected, it'll then get rid of that AM sign, and I can go ahead and just press save. So go ahead and continue in your data sheet view and input by copying and pasting all of your other data for step 1 of assignment 2.